How does consumerism manipulate your desires and empty your wallet? Today, let's dive into this topic. First, let's address a fundamental question. Why can't you ever save money? The answer is simple. Consumerism has instilled in you an insatiable craving for consumption, meaning you feel satisfied only by purchasing specific products. Enjoying delicious food, camping, traveling, fashion, and beauty. All these hobbies are actually traps created by consumerism. Desire for material goods is the yearning within a person to possess something. Initially, this desire stems from basic human needs, just like the natural urge to eat, drink, and thirst. However, as industrialization progressed, the market became flooded with goods whose basic material needs were largely met. This surplus of products needed new outlets for desire, which is where consumerism comes in. Consumerism provides a perfect outlet for the endless stream of available goods. Human vanity and ambition are powerful drivers. Vanity is the desire to be better than everyone else, while ambition is the drive to acquire and control. Consumerism merges these two innate traits into an imagined identity, shaping how we believe we should present ourselves, what scenarios, and what kind of life we want to live. In various advertisements, magazines, and films, it defines identity templates. The way to bridge the gap between our real selves and our ideal selves is through consumption. It seems that by possessing the items associated with our ideal identity, we can become that ideal self. Consumerism exploits human vanity and ambition, generating and stimulating endless desires that manifest in relentless pursuit of price. When consumption shifts from fulfilling needs to showcasing identity, we no longer desire the items themselves, but rather the status they represent. In other words, our interest in purchasing an item is less about what it fulfills for us and more about the prestige of its price. Thus, the price of an item instinctively influences our desire for it. The longing for a mansion worth $1 million surpasses the desire for a sports car priced at $10 million, which in turn eclipses the wish for a luxury watch or handbag costing $100,000. In summary, when the price of an item is presented to us, we find it hard to resist the desire for it, even if we don't need it. This illustrates the underlying logic of how consumerism generates and controls our material desires. When a person allows consumerism to stimulate and manipulate their yearnings, as Marx described, it becomes fetishism. This fetishism doesn't bring joy or fulfillment but leads to pain. Our relationship with items becomes increasingly alien, turning money and goods from means of fulfilling needs into the ultimate goals of all actions, reducing individuals from masters of goods to slaves of money. As a result, one not only gets exploited at work in terms of their surplus value and sense of purpose, but also gets trapped in a cycle of consumerism to fill the void of self-worth and achievement, creating a bottomless pit of desire. Thus, work and consumption create a perfect closed loop of exploitation. People's daily lives resemble running on a hamster wheel, exhausting and ultimately fruitless. To break free from this cycle of consumerism, one must reconnect with the original relationship between themselves and goods. Here are 3 practical suggestions. First, distinguish between wants and needs. Wanting is driven by manipulated greed, while needing relates to the inherent function of items. Before each purchase, ask yourself, what specific need does this item fulfill? If no one else were to know that I bought this, would I still want it? Second, understand vanity versus ambition. Vanity leads to endless and uncontrollable comparisons between what we have and what others possess. Ambition involves comparing our future aspirations with our current possessions. This is a more manageable and goal-oriented comparison that transforms our material desires into motivation for personal growth and exploration. Third, recognize the difference between consumption and creation. A person's sense of security and control isn't determined by what they can consume, but rather by what they can create. True satisfaction and fulfillment come from the subjective process and outcome of creation. Understanding this helps you escape most consumerism traps, shifting your desire for an ideal identity from wanting possessions to creating value. By refining your skills and continuously creating, you can find meaning in your existence and fulfillment in personal growth. Consumerist hobbies only lead to fleeting joy followed by lasting benefits, while creative pursuits provide a grounded sense of self and inner peace. Ultimately, indulgence isn't inherently bad or something to be suppressed. Rather, it's a basic human desire. What you need to do is recognize it, understand it, and then manage and transform it. You can become the master of your desires, and thus gain freedom. Let them enslave you and plunge into the swamp. If you found this discussion enlightening, please like this video